Hello, everybody. Whoa, whoa. Sorry, there was something loose in the lab. I had to get it real quick. But welcome back, everyone, to NPC Lab. Wop-a-ba-ba-bomb. I hope you guys have all been excited, because this week we're doing our boy, Tom Nook.
A sweet baby boy.
Sweet baby boy. We're taking a look at the...
Taking a look at Nook.
Hey, dude, great minds think alike.
They do.
They really do be thinking alike.
They really do.
Oh?
I mean, Rip, I'm sorry.
So I guess before we get this ball rolling, I guess we'll just start by brainstorming what we know about Tom Nook and sort of how, or what things we want to carry over into DnD, right?
His thickness.
Ooh, yeah. He's got to be. He's got to be a thick boy out there on the battlefield. That's definitely something that's got to stick.
Now, do we want him to be human, or do we want him to be like an Eric Kokra or Tabaxi, but like a raccoon or Tanuki?
Yeah, that's something I've been grappling with all week. What freaking race in D&D? We haven't done this before on the show. On any show, we could dip into some homebrew nonsense.
Oh yeah, because
as you know, Cassie, but some of the other people might not know, we have some mouse folk in our campaigns. So that might be a possibility. I know there's it's a really good homebrew. It's on D&D Beyond Mouse Folk, but there's a wild subclass and a city subclass.
So I could be like a rat?
Yeah, I guess it'd be more like a little rat. I don't know.
I
don't know if there's an actual Tanuki race out there in homebrew, but I guess if anybody finds it, post it, send it out.
Send it.
Yeah, do the work for us, chat. Come on.
Oh my god, Ritz are so good.
Ritz
oh my god,
are amazing. I haven't had them in a while. The only thing is they're kind of dry, so you have to eat them with something, Dude, listen, Ritz, some any cheap cheddar you can find, and grapes. It makes you feel like the 1%,
Oh my god, here we go. You're bringing the almonds next?
Oh god, dude, never the almonds though. That's just too much.
That's too much.
Whoa.
Whoa, easy.
Not the almonds.
Okay, so.
But Cassie, this is what's this new one called?
Oh my god.
Horizons.
Yeah.
Is this your first Animal Crossing game?
No, fuck no. Oh my god. Blasphemy just spoke to me.
Share a little history about Animal Crossing.
So Animal Crossing was actually, I think it was actually Nintendogs, but Animal Crossing was my second game that I got on the DS, and it was Wild World,
I think so.
Oh my god, I poured hours into that. My town was horrible. I didn't know what I was doing. But it was just so fun, and it was I played it until I even tried playing it now, and the cartridge is so worn out. I can't play it anymore. Breaks my heart. So yeah, dude, I've been playing that since I was baby. I love Animal Crossing, but I didn't get the new one, the one that came out before New Horizon.
Was that City Folk on the
No.
Wii?
No, it was the one for the DS, the Wii U. I don't know, where you're the mayor.
Why am I blanking on this?
New Leaf?
It is New Leaf on the 3DS.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't get that one, and but I was really excited for this one to come out, and so yeah, I'm just, it's heavenly. I actually have to after stream tonight. I have to go over to Zoe's island and go get Melba, because she's in boxes in her island, and Alfonso just moved out on mine, and so I love Melba. Melba was one of my first villagers when in my old DS game, and so I want to go snatch her up.
Dude, yeah.
What about you, Nick?
I started playing Animal Crossing when it was on the first one came out on the GameCube when I was a wee baby, and it took me maybe like 4 months till I got to the point where I stopped working for Tom Nook.
A little bit, a little long, a little while.
It took a long time. I was a small child, and I was just running around, and I was talking to people, and I was doing shit, and I was like, I don't know what's happening, but this is cool, I guess. I had a lot of fun with it, but I didn't like actually like grasp sort of like the game until I think the Wii one, which was City Folk, and then I think this new one I've been the most try-hard. Because in all of them, I was like, I've played all of them, and I've never really like had like a real grasp on like really how to do it. My brother Noah was like super good at all of them, like all the time. Like I would always go over to like his town or something, and he was just like a god, Animal Crossing god, and so But I got a grasp in New Horizons. I feel like I like my island. But I haven't like logged on in like a week. So, well, and I have like a lot of really good villagers, dude. I have who's the little pink octopus again? Is that Marnie?
Yeah, I think so. Because Alina has.
I don't want to lose her, so I think I'm gonna log on soon. Just like check in and be like, hey, don't leave. Never leave my island, please. Oh
my god. Yeah, this is the first week in a while I haven't bought turnips.
Yeah. Well, 2 weeks ago, I didn't buy turnips this week, but last week I bought turnips and I forgot to sell them. So I was like 200k in the drain.
No! Oh my god.
It's just, listen, 200k? Pah. Peasant money, really.
Oh my god. Yeah, I had a big loss. I bought them at 100 and I sold them at like 75 because it's the highest it got.
Yeah.
Well, that's stocks for you.
Them's the stocks for you.
That's
how it be. That's how it do. But yeah, I think my first introduction with Tom Nook was the GameCube. He was like, hey, I'll stay at this house. And I was like, oh, cool. And he was like, oh, you don't have any money. I was like, ah, crap. And he was like, well, that's cool. You can just work for me, pay it off. I was like, ah, cool. And then it took me like 4 months. And I was like, ah, crap.
That sucks.
Yeah. So, well, the thing is, too, is like when I was a kid, you know, in the GameCube version, because in the new one, they do a lot of things different, which is super cool, I think. For especially like new players and like even returning players, it gives it more of like a goal-oriented feel. At least for like the first week and a half, like you have a goal to do every day practically. But like in the GameCube version, it's like you work for Tom Nook, and through working for him, you kind of learn like the basics of like use your tools, talk to villagers. This is how you plant shit, whatever.
Right.
But then after it's not supposed to be that long. It's supposed to take you like maybe 3 hours max. To do it. And then after that though, the game is just like, okay, go. Like that's it. And then it's just open. You're not like the mayor of your town either, and you're not like building things.
You're just living.
Yeah, you're just living in this little town.
That's how Wild World was.
Yeah. I forgot what my point was. Oh, but that's like my first time with like Tom Nook. I was just this little kid and spent 4 months working for him.
Wow.
And I was just like,
yeah.
When does it end?
Me and this guy, huh?
Yeah. And then, well, when I was a kid, when that section ended, there's like, they don't give you a goal or anything. So when I was a kid, I was like, oh, there's nothing else to do. Time to restart.
Oh no!
So
No! Oh
I
my
played
god!
through like working for Tom Nook like 8 times as a kid, just because I was just like, that's the game. It's like I don't know what to do past this point, so I guess I'll just replay it.
That's not it.
Kid, it's not it.
That's not how you play it.
It's not how you're supposed to do it. But that's how it was. That's how it would be. I was far too young to be playing that game.
Interesting.
Yeah. But,
I feel like I'm getting like a glance into your psyche.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think though, because in the GameCube game, and then a little I think in Wild World too, like the writing is just so much snarkier, and like sometimes the villagers are actually pretty mean to you.
They can be, and let's not forget the OG mean guy, Mr. Rossetti.
Mr. Rossetti, that no one gets to meet anymore. It's a shame.
I miss him.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want to call Island Rescue just to see if it's him. I've never had to use that yet.
I've never used it either. Maybe it is him. I don't know.
Maybe I'll
he
use
has
it.
like a event or something. I know in New Horizons, like he would only appear once, and then he wouldn't appear anymore. Like if you didn't save your game, it would just do the thing,
Mm-hmm.
Instead he wouldn't like pop up, and you wouldn't have to like wildly tap A through his dialogue.
I hated that shit.
Oh, it was so good. Dude, every time Rossetti would show up when I was a kid, I was like, no! It was like heartbreaking. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Like, my DS would die a lot because I'm horrible at charging my stuff. And so it would die. And then I would be like,
dude, I'm about to.
And then I wouldn't open it. I would be like he's sitting in there waiting for me. Yeah. And then like maybe 2 months will pass by and I'm like, oh, maybe he forgot about me. And this bitch pops up. I'm like, I can't help it.
Yeah.
That Lyle. I haven't seen Lyle.
Lyle, no.
The insurance salesman.
Yeah. Where?
Love that.
I feel like I haven't seen him either. You get letters from the HRA, but
yeah.
I haven't seen him.
I'm trying to think. I miss Brewster. I want Brewster back.
I heard that in the next update, we're supposed to be getting Brewster in a cafe in our museum.
Bitch, better be.
Yeah, I heard like some people were data mining in the new patch, and like stuff for a cafe were in the museum were in it. So like,
where would they put it?
In the museum? I don't know. They'll just expand it again.
Right, but in the plaza.
Yeah.
Because in the old ones, it was to the left or the. Oh, it was at the art. Wasn't it?
Maybe it's in like the art section. That'd be kind of cute. A little art cafe.
Art cafe.
Art cafe. That'd be kind of dope.
Caf art. That didn't work out.
No, but I see you.
Anyways.
Oh god. Tom Nook, man. So what do we know about Tom Nook? He's a Tanuki.
He's a Tanuki.
He's got
So, what Tom Nook are we going after here?
I think we're going. I feel like the New Horizons Tom Nook is like maybe like the most Tom Nooky.
Okay.
Alright. Because I think in the old games he was a lot more like money grubbing.
Give me your money.
But I think in New Horizons is sort of like what he was kind of intended to be.
Right.
More just like he is a little bit money grubbing. Like he's always in it for the dough.
Right.
But he's not as like, it doesn't feel as greedy,
Right.
So I think that's maybe what we should.
More supportive.
Yeah.
More into the community.
Yeah.
All right. So, creature or human?
Then we're going creature.
Okay.
We gotta figure out a race.
Honestly,
Let's figure out a race in a class.
I feel like if we have to do something quick off the top of the head, like a like just take the stats of a tabaxi.
I don't know about a tabaxi, because I feel like tabaxi are too, like, light on their feet. I don't know if that's what we're really going for old Nook.
And also, like, I guess we're gonna talk about that, but what's his vibe?
I know, that's what I'm trying to think too. His, like, medieval, what's the shtick? I think I'm thinking spellcaster. Because, in, like, I guess, like, the lore of the game and stuff, like, all the items are leaves because he's a tanuki, you know? So he transforms the leaves into, like, the items.
Right.
And that's why, like, when you pick up an item, it, like, turns into, like, a little leaf. Because it's a little, like, tanuki magic.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're going some spellcaster stuff.
He looks like a fucking panda.
He is Kung Fu Panda, dude.
He looks like a panda already.
There is no secret ingredient.
It's just
you.
Oh, I did this on the wrong layer, Nick!
Bruh.
Not Epic Gamer at all.
Not Epic Gamer.
Spellcaster. So he's got these little... He's got paws.
Got a little pause. Give him a little dad tummy.
Okay, I'll give him... He'll definitely have a dad tummy. I'm gonna actually move this paw. I might make it smaller so I can see more of his dad tummy. I would like to be seeing your dad tummy, sir.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna look at some races here. You know what actually might be good? Oh, I haven't even looked at the Eberron races. Whoa, this is a changeling race? That's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
But I was kind of looking at maybe like we kind of homebrew a, oh my god, there's so many races here. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. There's a
Is there a
Grung
lot?
race.
No way, Nick, are you serious?
In D&D Beyond. Yeah, I mean, this
Are you
isn't,
serious?
this isn't an ad form or anything, but
Oh my god, I love Grung!
this little Grung race. That's dope. What's that from? It's from looks like some one shot or like a module called One Grung Above. Or I guess you don't play a horrible, awful little slave trader.
Not all Grungs.
It's pretty neat. Not all Grungs. But I think it'd be kind of fun to maybe modify a Furbolgs.
That's a smart idea.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of Furbolg stuff is kind of what we're looking at for Tom Nook. And obviously, you know, we're not building a character class or a player character here, so we don't really need to follow the rules of a player character. We're building our little NPC, so we can finagle whatever we want out of whoever we want. And I want the Furbolg.
Show.
Give it to me. Give me the Furbolg. Okay, so I gotta pull out. What is he? He's in Volo's guide. So let me grab that.
Giving him eye bags. My drawers. Haha, my drawer.
My drawer.
That was good.
That was good.
I'm good, bro.
Did you do that? That's good. Did you? Are you? Wow. Well, that's just wow. That's really good.
What do Tanukis look like? Reference time.
That's just really good.
Tanuki. Japanese raccoon dog. It looks like Rosie.
Does it really?
Yeah, it straight up looks like Rosie.
Want to hear a little lore about Tanukis?
Okay. Yeah, I think yep. Yep.
Listen,
no, go
it's
for
just,
it. Don't stop.
It's just
Don't
the
stop.
lore, Cassie.
Okay, yeah.
No, we won't go down that
I'll go.
avenue.
I'll go.
Will you?
They got big balls.
Big, meaty balls.
I don't like big meaty balls.
I don't think we're gonna give Tom Nook anything out of the ordinary, but that's just a little lore for you, a little tidbit, a little bit of what those people had in store for the Tanics, if you will.
Bro.
So let's see, where the hell are you, Furbolgs? Where are the play characters in this godforsaken guide? I guess we'll go to the glossary. Ugh.
You've got like a mask.
Ugh.
Like a raccoon.
Glossary.
Oh my god, so cute. Oh my god.
He's cute. Look at him.
Oh my god, I love him. I'd give him my money.
Can I give you my money, please?
Please.
Pretty please. Okay. So with a Furbolg, we can just pull whatever we want from it, but we've got wisdom and strength increase, which I think kind of works.
Okay.
Maybe I'm trying to think, because he's got to be. I feel like he's got to be some kind of merchant.
I agree. I was gonna say that.
And I think maybe we give him some like druid spells. But I think for the most part, like he's got to be some kind of merchant, like a furniture salesman, right?
Yeah. Furniture salesman is really good.
And well, what's also really fun about that is there's a lot of magic items, like God, I gotta look them up. But there's like a little cube that can transform into a fortress. You can give him like there's a lot of spells, like spell scrolls. You can do like a Tensor's floating disc. Like he can sell like those kinds of items, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be really neat to see, like a special seller just for those kinds of items, because I feel like they don't come up a lot.
Right.
And I guess it's probably the DM's discretion, of course.
Of course.
Of course. So we're not abiding by the first.
But he is a spellcaster, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure so I can draw him appropriately.
Oh, you true. You true.
I see him he's got little leaves, so I'm making him look like he's like casting little leaves.
I like that.
Casting little leaves.
They just go.
You proud of that one? Are you proud of that one? Can you hear me? Did I lose you?
No, I'm still here.
Okay. That's comedy, babe.
And that's called comedy, guys. 101. Look it up. All right. Didn't write the book, but sure could have.
Rough.
What size are we making him?
Huge. No.
I was thinking in my head he was like a little tiny, you know,
Yeah.
like
I'd
gnome
say, like,
sized.
No. Yeah, I was thinking more dwarf size, but
Dwarf size is like 5 feet tall.
okay, we'll do 4 feet. Or do you want to do 3 feet?
I don't know.
3.5.
I was thinking like maybe 3.5.
3.5. Settled.
3.5 sold for 3.5.
Oh.
But we've also got Furbolg Magic here, which would be cool. You can cast Detect Magic and Disguise Self with this trait using Wisdom as a spellcasting ability for them. Once you cast either spell, you can't cast it again with this trait until you finish a short or long rest. When you use this version of Disguise Self, you can seem up to 3 feet shorter than normal, allowing you to more easily blend in with humans and elves. We can homebrew it so you can look 3 feet taller.
Yep. That's what I like to hear. What kind of a nose? What kind of a nose we got going on here, Tanuki? Okay.
Yeah, I think the one you've got going is pretty sweet. Hidden Step. As a bonus action, you can magically turn invisible until the start of your next turn or until you attack, make a damage roll, or force someone to make a saving throw. You can use this trait before you finish a short or long rest. And then they also have Powerful Build, which I think would be fun for him. You count as one size larger when determining your carrying capacity and the weight you can push, drag, or lift. I think that makes sense.
Oh yeah, with the furniture moving and
so
stuff.
if he's like a medium-sized creature, then like for the sake of moving and things, he's a large-sized creature.
Right.
Which is pretty sweet. And then the last one is Speech of Beast and Leaf, which I think is the real kicker.
You can say that 10 times fast.
Speech of Beast and Leaf, 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 Speech of the...
Speech of Beast and Leaf.
Speech of Beast and Leaf. And it says, and I quote, "You have the ability to communicate in a limited manner with beasts and plants. They can understand the meaning of your words, though you have no special ability to understand them in return. You have advantage on all charisma checks you make to influence them."
Whoa.
So that's pretty sweet. So you can, like, you know, he's an animal. He can talk to animals.
Yeah, I guess. I guess so, huh? Wow.
I guess so, huh?
Never really thought of that one.
I guess, yeah.
I suppose.
So, I think I'm pretty solidly settled on, like, you know, just as an NPC, giving him a lot of these Furbolg traits to kind of just fluff him up a bit.
Down.
And so as far as class goes, are we going with Druid, or do you have any other?
I was gonna say Druid.
Yeah, I feel like that's sort of the way we're going. I feel like that's
Yes.
just organic. I don't want to fight it.
I won't fight it.
I won't fight it. I won't fight it. So I guess he's going. We got a Druid Furbolg NPC sort of character here. Not really anything special out of the ordinary, but I think it works pretty well for at least a bare minimum as sort of an influence for what we kind of want out of Tom Nook.
I love Tanukis now. I'm looking at like 5 million pictures of them and they're really perfect.
Wait, I don't think I've ever actually, like, is that a real life creature, a Tanuki?
Yes.
Tanuki. I'm gonna Google it. Tanuki, Japanese raccoon dog. Aww. They are pretty sweet looking. Look at those little eyes. Oh, it looks so, like, fuzzy and chubby.
Like, doesn't it look like Rosie?
Yeah. Oh, this little Japanese raccoon dog, huh? That's so cute. They look kind of like bears a little bit, too.
They got, like, they're just like, what are they? They just look weird.
Yeah, it's kind of like a lot of different things at the same time. Very strange.
Okay, I got his cute little face going.
It is a cute little face. And it is going.
He's so cute.
He is very sweet.
I gave him like a slick back comb over look. He's perfect. I'd adopt him. I would give him my money.
Huh. Oh, you know what?
What?
I think I just realized that the closed captioning extension I have for our channel doesn't work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. But,
That's not good.
yeah, I don't know why it's not picking up our audio. Maybe it's because... What if I blah, 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 blah. Nope. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Huh. Alright. Guess we're not closed caption anymore. But, so we have... we have a race, we have a class. I guess let's think about the nitty-gritty details. So I think, obviously, he's going to be some kind of merchant, right?
Yeah.
He'll sell... Oh, and he'll sell, like, those magic items that nobody really grabs. Like, all those furniture-y magic items. That sort of thing. I'm gonna... Talk
Love
about the
him,
DM's
dude.
guide.
I'll give him
Start
overall.
looking.
Bro, oh my god, I love him so much. Oh, I forgot his eye bags.
He's like a sweet boy.
I would definitely be working to pay off my loan from this man.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart. Look at him.
This man is about community.
He's about community.
Oh my god, he's so cute. Okay, what kind of a... Should I just give him an apron?
Huh.
Like the one he wears.
Yeah.
Because that's a Tanuki thing.
Little apron, yeah.
A little courtesy
hat.
apron. Big hat. And their big balls.
hat.
Big dick. In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
And it'll be like a cute pattern. I'll make it like a checkered, cute checkered pattern. Do the pattern.
So I feel like he's like a traveling salesman. You know, I feel like in DnD, I mean, maybe, I guess it doesn't really have to be, but I feel like in D&D, a lot of like ways to sort of, if you want your characters to meet a specific NPC and it's in like a campaign setting, I feel like the best way to do that is while they're traveling.
Yeah.
You know? So that way it doesn't feel like you're kind of like halting the campaign for them to meet this character. It just feels like it's sort of an organic thing along the way.
Right.
Along the road.
They don't have eyebrows. Very interesting.
Alright, let me get into some of these magic items here. I wish in the DM's guide they had just like a glossary of all the magic items, you know, just like one big list. So I don't have to like look through all this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Why are you not wanting to draw?
I feel like
What
he
is-
definitely have a bag of holding on him.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
That's where he
even
keeps all this stuff. Yeah.
I don't know why Procreate doesn't want to color. Please color. Please clap.
Come on, Procreate. Color, dang you. Are you on the wrong layer?
No, I'm on all layers. Very interesting. Might have to do a quick restart.
That's okay.
The iPad. Hiya. Oh, let's make sure you fucking save though first. I spent 2 hours on a commission, and then the iPad froze, and didn't save it, and it was gone. It was very sad. Okay, there we go. Now it's working.
Very sad. That's kind of heartbreaking, Cassie.
I did cry. I cried like a baby.
Yeah, I probably would too. Freaking blows.
It was Justin's commission.
Yeah.
And I was like almost done with it. All I had to do was color. And then
And as fate would have it.
tragedy struck.
Tragedy struck.
Wait. Tanuki. Okay, yeah, this is it. Wow, I do love him.
Let's see. Definitely selling like there's a magic item called Darren's Instant Fortress.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes, you can use an action to place this 1-inch metal cube on the ground and speak its command word. The cube rapidly grows into a fortress that remains until you use an action to speak the command word that dismisses it. This works only if the fortress is empty. And there's a bunch of other goofy shenanigans for it. But that's pretty much the gist of it. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, I like that.
You know.
I do like
also
that.
Like you know, you can also sell like tents and things like that to players. There's an item called a folding boat, which would be fun for him to sell.
Oh,
Just
I do like that.
Like strangely practical, like physical magic items, you know?
Right, yeah.
Heward's handy haversack. You can buy like a little backpack from him. Just things on the road, you know? A lantern of revealing. What other fun little toys would be cool?
Like Animal Crossing lore. Like if anything jumps out. Would we want to include the nephews?
Timmy and Tommy?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I guess maybe he could travel with them.
I'm not drawing
We should
but
focus on our big Tanuki boy.
on our sweet boy. Sweet Prince.
Sweet Prince. The robe of useful items would be good,
I've
I think,
never
for
heard
him to sell.
What does it do?
Robe of useful items?
Yeah.
It's so it's like a robe with a bunch of different patches on it, and you can pull off
Okay.
the patch and it turns into the thing it's a patch of. So you can have a bunch of different kinds of patches. So like a dagger, bullseye lantern, a steel mirror, a 10-foot pole, a hempen rope, a sack. You can also have things like 10 gems worth 100 gold each, a wooden ladder, a riding horse, a rowboat, 2 mastiffs, a portable ram, an iron door, a silver coffer, a bag of 100 gold pieces. So it can just have a bunch of different stuff on it.
You just pile everything up on there, huh?
Yeah, it really do kind of be like that.
Really do. Doobie 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 doo.
A rope of climbing. That'd be kind of cute.
Yeah.
Just like really like, magic items that are like practical things you have to use.
Oh!
Yeah, Jinx. You owe me.
Jinx,
So
you owe.
Double Jinx. Triple Jinx. Quad Jinx.
Now you're just getting crazy.
Alright.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god, I just realized that the wand of polymorph in the DM's guide looks just like a stick with a frog tied to it. It's pretty good.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah. I don't think that's what it literally is, but that's what it looks like it is. It's just a frog tied to a stick, tied to the end of a stick.
I do love that.
It's pretty good.
Okay, then they're tummy wummies. Kind of like Beautiful. Okay, and then this is hard. Who invented animals?
Jesus.
It was I do remember that. He learning about that. It was Jesus who made the animals. I remember that in that book.
Here's another item that's kind of goofy. Well of Many Worlds. This fine black cloth, soft as silk, is folded up to the dimension of a handkerchief. It unfolds into a circular sheet 6 feet in diameter. You can use an action to unfold and place the Well of Many Worlds on a solid surface, whereupon it creates a two-way portal to another world or plane of existence. Each time the item opens a portal, the DM decides where it leads. You can use an action to close an open portal by taking hold of the edges of the cloth and folding it up. Once the Well of Many Worlds is opened a portal, it can't do again for 1d8 hours. Kind of goofy. It's a legendary
That sounds
item.
goofy and also like horrifying.
Yeah.
Okay, but the little paws are black? Okay. Oh my god, so many different color differences.
Like a broom of flying too. Might be cute.
Oh, that is cute.
Just thinking of like items that are magical versions of like a household thing.
Mm-hmm.
So not like a magic sword or like armor or something, but like
it's still furniture.
Yeah, but stuff that's like kind of like, furniture, like the folding boat or the robe of useful items. It's just got a bunch of furniture, I guess, on it. Or like the broom, the fortress, Daner's fortress, stuff like that. Just like cute little, sort of like kitschy sort of stuff there.
I'm with it.
I think would be cute for him to sell.
Oh my god, I love him.
He's so sweet.
He's really precious. Wow, no one told me Tanukis look so cute.
They do.
Which one of y'all were gonna tell me? Okay, so that's his basic coloring, and his apron's blue, right?
No, it's green. Maybe it is
I
blue.
think it's blue.
I don't know. I think it's. I don't know.
It is a blue apron. I'm a genius. Take that, Nick.
Fuck me, dude.
Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh, no, don't do it. No, don't do it. Don't do it, please.
Oh no, what's happening?
Please don't freeze. Oh no. Am I gonna lose this really cute Tanuki? I'll just screenshot real quick. Okay.
Oh, I got the screenshot.
Oh my god, please cross your fingers, cross your fingers, cross your fingers. Oh! Oh my god!
Oh god, he's still there.
Oh my god, he's
That
still
was
there.
spooky.
Okay, I'm not using the fill tool. I'm not even risking it anymore.
Yikes,
Oh my
is that
god.
what did it?
That's what did it last time. I literally used
Oh my God.
the fill tool and it was like, huh! And then it crashed and I lost it.
Jesus.
Horrifying. Okay.
Jesus Christ!
That was very scary. Oh man, I do love
Oh,
this
you know what's cute here?
boy. Huh?
There's these items called Qual's Feather Token, which are tiny objects that look like a feather, and there's different types of feather tokens. There's like one that's an anchor. You can use an action to touch the token to a boat or ship for the next 24 hours. The vessel can't be moved by any means. Touching the token to the vessel again ends the effect. Token of the bird. You can use an action to toss the token 5 feet into the air. The token disappears and an enormous multicolored bird takes its place. There's one for a fan. There's a swan boat. You can use an action to touch the token to a body of water at least 60 feet in diameter. The token disappears and a 50-foot long, 20-foot wide boat shaped like a swan takes its place. Token of the tree and token of the whip. I think those are very cute items, and we can kind of just like flavor them. So instead of looking like feathers, they look like leaves. You know?
Yeah. I do like that.
Mm-hmm. They're all rare, wondrous items. But I think at the DM's discretion, you could even come up with like other tokens.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really seem that difficult. It's just like a, you know, a little consumable that you just can have in your pocket, and you toss it out, and it becomes the item you need. So, I'm sure there's a lot of uses for that. Like you could have a token of like a 10-foot pole, or like a 15-foot ladder, or like a token of, you know, a tent, you know, or something like that. And you know, you can make like, because I'm pretty sure. Oh no, you can totally well, hold on. So it's strange. It says that you can dismiss these items, but it doesn't say if you get the token back. No, it says each with a different single-use effect. So they are single-use. But you could make some, like, common versions, you know, have maybe, like, a recharge. Like, can only be used, like, once per day or something like that.
Yeah.
Just so, you know, it's just shit your players can, you know, throw their gold at, so you don't have to worry about it. Have these big jingly pockets.
Come on. They're waiting to spend that money.
Cute. And plus, that works really well. So, actually, it might be kind of cute if, like, all of he had a bunch of, like, common items, but they were in those forms, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, you know, he says he has all this shit, and then the player's like, oh, we need to, like, we'll buy a lantern for each of us, and he hands them all, like, a little leaf with, like, a sigil on it.
Right.
You know? And, like, you can transform the leaf into a what's it called, a lantern, and then as an action just
put it away
back into a leaf, you know. Yeah, put it away, and you can do that, you know, like once per day or whatever, you know, something cute if that's really what you want to do.
I love it. I would like to encounter this boy.
Or on the contrary, you know, they can be single use, and just he sells it to them in the form of a leaf. And so, like, oh, he just instructs them, like, yeah, just throw it on the ground. You know, they throw it on the ground, and it's like, boom, whoa, cool. And then they can buy a bunch of shit and stuff their pockets with leaves instead of gold.
Epic.
Light epic meme.
Light epic Tanuki.
And you know what? now might actually be a good time to take a break.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, okay. Well, okay.
So we'll take a break here. And when we come back, I think we'll... This is a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I think
Yeah, this is going very smoothly.
we'll kind of go through the rest of like his abilities and skills and all the hoo-ha and the whatnots, and we'll kind of see what we want to give him. And maybe as far as stat-wise goes, maybe some spells. We'll look at those too.
Yeah.
But
We'll do that.
We'll be back in 10 minutes. So what time is it now?
BRB.
13. So we'll be back at 23 here. So go get some water. Go use the little man's room. Whatever you got to do. And we'll be back.
See you soon.
See you real soon. All right. Let's dive back on into Tom Nook in flippin' Minecraft. Whoa!
That was rough.
So,
What's going on? What's happening with you?
Tom Nook in DnD.
Nick, do we need to talk?
No, it's cool. It's just, you know.
You just seem a little down, dude.
Well, it's just that, that fight with Chris.
Yeah, how'd that go? He hasn't talked to me since, so
Yeah,
it's kind of mad. But
he hasn't talked to me either, and all that stuff with Batman is just still weighing heavy on me. But that's okay.
I mean, I thought never mind. No, I'm not. We're not gonna give. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Ugh.
So there's just a lot, that stuff going on. But Tom Nook in D&D. So
yeah.
We put together that what we're looking for as an NPC is we're going to, dude, thank you. Palance the Baby Will. Thank you, Palance the Baby Will, for that dang follow. No, Baby Avali. Palance the Baby Avali. There you are. Thank you for that. But we decided for Tom Nook that we're going for sort of what the Furbolg. I'll look over this way. I keep looking over there. The Furbolg stats and racial abilities is sort of what we're looking for Tom Nook here. We know we want him to be kind of a merchant because that's, I feel like that's he can't be Tom Nook if he's not trying to sell you something. So he's sort of like a traveling druidic merchant. He's going to be selling a lot of magic items that are akin to magical household items, like a flying broom or a magic climbing rope, or gosh, we're looking at a bunch of stuff, or all those tokens that you can buy, like a folding boat, stuff like that, to get the characters sort of interested in those things, because I feel like if you sell those with you like swords or magic armor, the players are going to eat the other stuff up, and that's going to fall to the wayside. But if you sort of present this merchant to your PCs, they might think twice about buying that, folding boat that maybe they don't really see a use for, but could come into handy when they got to cross that river or that lake to get to the little island in the center or something. I don't know. We also kind of talked about it might be cute if we kind of took those magic tokens a little bit farther, and he could sell some common items that he sort of sells to you as like a little leaf sigil thing, and he hands it to them. Like they want to buy a lantern or a ladder or something, and he hands them. And he's like, okay, he takes the gold and he hands them a leaf, and they just have a leaf, and whenever they throw it down, it becomes a ladder one time, or maybe it's reusable. Maybe they can pick it back up as a leaf. That would be kind of cute. Stuff like that. That'd be really fun for him to sell. What we haven't gone over is kind of his special abilities. So last week we were all over Batman's sort of gadgets and gizmos, and we were really making sure he could punch good and all this stuff because he's Batman. But I feel like for Tom Nook, he could definitely give the players a quest. I don't know if he would go with them to give them a quest.
Yeah, I don't think he would go.
I don't think that's really something. Maybe he wants to procure a magic item, and he hires this band of adventurers to be like his bodyguards almost as he goes through. So he's not really gonna be aiding a lot in combat,
right?
But he may have a lot of items and things to get them out of other situations, which might be kind of fun for you as the DM to sort of just show off this character. it's a little counterintuitive to what I was talking about last week, where it's like you don't want to introduce an NPC who just solves the problems for the players.
Right.
But if this is the shtick of the quest, then maybe that's what you got to do. Or even better, what if Tom Nook has the solution, but he doesn't, you have to buy it from him.
God.
So he's like, oh, he sees like a big 15-foot wall, and the players are having a hard time climbing over it, and he, it's just like, oh man, a ladder would really be useful here. And they're
love that.
Yeah, yeah, it would be, huh? And he goes, yeah, I happen to have one for sale, if you're curious about purchasing.
So interesting.
Like, I think that'd be hilarious.
I do love that.
That'd be so funny.
I love him, and I respect him. Oh, I have to color in his toe beans.
Oh, he's got little beans.
Little
Color
toe
in the beans. Right over here. But I guess we'll I digress. Let's talk about some of his skill proficiencies here. So I think, let me pull out a character sheet. I gotta look at a character sheet because I don't have them freaking memorized. Because what am I? Huh? Chris Perkins? No. Chris Perkins is running around the lab causing mayhem right now. I am just a scientist.
Just a humble scientist.
Just a humble scientist working away in the labs to create atrocities.
Oh God.
So I think like persuasion.
Yeah.
Is an obvious one. I think just looking at the guild merchant background.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was literally gonna say that.
Yeah, could I think fill in a lot of the gaps, for us for this character. I won't pull it up right now just for the sake of being creative, but that's definitely like I think an very easy fix, for him.
Mm-hmm.
But I think persuasion would be great. Nature would be great.
Because he's got them leaves.
He does. He's got them leaves. And then maybe like Arcana? Or some other...
Like, imagine like they have like a magic item they don't know about. Could they bring it to him and he would identify it?
You could appraise for a price, I'm sure.
Yeah, for a price.
Yeah, I'm sure he could.
I could do it for a price.
I could do it, say, for a price.
I ain't doing this shit for free.
But think of the bounty in it.
Oh, I gotta give him whiskers.
Little whiskers.
Little
whiskers. Let me look at my handy dandy list that I have. Because we got skill proficiencies. I'm really looking at all this, and really the two that stand out to me a lot are persuasion and nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to give him a third, maybe like animal handling.
Yeah.
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 Don't feel obligated as a DM to kind of, force out some proficiencies. I just like NPCs to like just have like 3 things they're good at. That feels rounded enough to me to like really fill in a lot of the characters. Whoa, hey Shayla. Oh yeah, it does make sense. It does make a lot of sense.
My angel.
So I think we'll do animal handling there. Yeah, so I think persuasion, animal handling, and nature. He'd have just like a static +3 in those. He'd be. I guess we'd kind of go for him like high wisdom, and then decent or maybe high charisma. And a decent strength.
Charisma. Sounds good.
Maybe he's a sorcerer. Well, we could totally just homebrew, give him like a couple, druid spells, and we can just make charisma his wisdom spellcasting ability.
Yeah.
We don't have to follow the druid because he's not a player character. He's not bound to those things.
Oh.
But he could definitely have those druid spells and then have charisma be his spellcasting ability for it. I think special for him when bartering. I think it would be a contested charisma roll rather than contested with his insight.
Yeah. Just straight charisma.
Yeah. He's just straight. We'll just give him, beefy charisma.
Beefy man.
Oh yeah. We love you too, Shayla.
Shayla. Shayla. Shayla.
Oh.
Shayla. It is my birthday.
Yeah, he's definitely not as like. I don't think he's as much as like a force as Batman, right, on the field of battle. So really, as far as like equipment and things go, I think he's just in these situations. If battle arose, I think he would just leave it to the dude. Cassie, that is such a cool effect.
Thank you.
That is sick, dude.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Thank you. Thank you. It's gonna get even better.
I'm stoked. I'm here for it. God, was it? All right. Right. But yeah, because we're talking a lot about equipment and trying to like make him sort of like a force in combat. We kind of made him like a artificer monk hybrid because we really wanted him to have his gizmos for his spells and then punch really good for a monk. For Tom Nook, I don't think it's that crazy. I think what we do is we just give him like maybe a few second level druid spells, a couple first level druid spells, all of them sort of like supportive in nature. If I was sort of running this, I kind of really like the idea that like he hires these adventurers to guide him to like pick up this magic item. And he's sort of just like, you can grab everything else in there. I'll just, I'm going to pick up the item. I think in combat, I wouldn't like roll initiative for him. That's just me.
That's just my personal opinion.
And even as no.
My iPad died.
No.
Hold on, we're gonna get it back. I'm gonna do CPR. Wake up, damn you!
Wake up, damn you!
I charged you plenty. Why did you betray me like this?
Dude,
Wake up!
It's probably because they cut off the power in the lab over the weekend.
When did they do that? You didn't tell me they were gonna do that.
Well, I was, we were kind of late on the payments last time, and I kind of forgot to mention it. But that's probably.
So when were you going to tell me? Were you planning on telling me anytime soon? Or did you plan on? Oh, I guess Cassie's iPad will just die live on the air.
Well, I didn't think it'd be a problem. I thought it would just, be like a thing. And I did tell you. I told you now, so can't say I didn't tell you.
You tell me now when my iPad's dead.
I know. Okay. Wasn't in power. So if you were charging it in the lab, it's probably what did it.
So are we gonna make this month's payment?
Yeah, probably.
Probably?
Yeah, dude, it's fine. It's chill. I got it worked out with the electrical company. Like, it's good. We're good. It's all good.
So, if there was no power to the lab all weekend,
Oh yeah, we lost a lot of bodies.
Oh my
Like
god.
a lot of them. I don't know if you've been in the cryo chamber recently, but yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
And so, why didn't you tell me?
I thought you would have seen by now. I mean, you didn't like say anything. I thought you were just kind of like upset about it, and I
I
didn't
don't
want to
go
bring
in
it
the
up.
cryo. When have you ever known me to be upset about something and not say something?
Okay, you know what? It's a good point. But I don't know. I mean, it's what it is, man.
I mean, did we lose our baby? Did we lose Batman? We made him last week.
Batman was fine.
Okay,
Batman
good.
was fine because he was fresh, but the other ones, not so much. Yeah, and it was a hot weekend.
Oh my god.
So we might want to.
Are you gonna clean that up?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not.
It's bad in there,
Jeez,
dude.
Nick. Yeah.
It's so bad in there.
Yeah, I bet. I bet it's bad in there.
Dude, it
That was all. That was
melted. It's just
that was all of
gone.
season 1. That's like a whole year old.
Yeah, and I mean, it's never been a problem, so I wasn't like expecting it to happen. Because we weren't in the lab for a really long time, and it was fine. But dude, just one hot weekend, man, and that's all it takes.
Can't believe this. Now my iPad won't turn on. Look what you did.
Yeah.
This music's very fitting.
It is. It's very thematic.
Well,
we can just talk about it later, I guess.
yeah, why don't we talk about it later?
You know?
We'll talk about it later, Nick. Well, don't sit there feeling sorry for yourself. Get the show on the road.
Okay. Yeah, we're getting the iPad back up, but
I'm getting
for
it up.
Tom Nook here, we're really not gonna get too deep into his weapons or his attacks because, well, you know what? For the sake of why the hell not? Let's look into the druid spells and let's just pick out like we'll really only look at some level 1, level 2 druid spells we can give him to like.
Right.
Just bolster the party, just to make him feel like he's doing something for the players without really doing something. We can give him like Healing Word and Cure Wounds.
Entangle.
Entangle. Yeah. You know. And in a sort of a kind of like a, I don't like doing this as a DM, but sort of like a cheaty way to do it.
Oh.
For your PCs. If you don't want to put, if you're your NPCs, excuse me, if you don't want to put them in the initiative, what you can do is just, if you want them to do like one thing in the combat and like not be involved, that's it. You can just do it at the top of the order. Like give it 2 rounds, and then at the top of the order, be like, Tom Nook casts Entangle. You know, like he's got a good position up there, like the whatever the hell the cave trolls are going after you guys. They're not gonna run up to chase this little Tanuki, but he cast Entangle, you know, and he's like, get him.
I love this show because I get insight into Nick's DM style. Someone who is currently, and I'm sure will be in the future, continuing to DM the games I play.
Yeah.
I am getting insight. I'm learning his secrets.
Yeah. As much as I hate to give them away,
For the good of the company.
it's a good tip. I'm not gonna call it a pro tip, because that's not me, but it's a little, hey you, DMing's not scary.
It's horrifying.
No, it's super easy. You just you let the players run amok, and then every so often you just put a little bumper somewhere. That's it. That's it. And then they bounce off of it, and then they go, oh, okay, and they go the other way. And then you put a little bumper.
Nick, would you indulge me? What's a bumper that we've run into?
What's a bumper? So many. What's a bumper? Actually, for a homebrew, I'd probably be doing a little bit more of just like a little bit more guiding. But for the most part, in Lost Mines, I have not put any bumpers. I've thought about it a couple times. Like, this might be a little bit of a spoiler if you guys haven't seen our Lost Mines campaign yet. We're about to finish it on Wednesday, by the way. But there is a scene in Lost Mines where they storm a fortress of goblins, and our player, my team, my campaign, my players, there's like a little passageway in the back of the fortress that leads directly to the final boss fight of the fortress. Why is it there? Don't know. No idea. Wizards of the Coasts?
Ask Chris.
Chris, what were you thinking, man? What the hell? But so yeah, they fling this door open, and it's this big mob boss of the fortress, while everyone in the fortress is still alive, within earshot.
Yep.
And it's just like, I guess you fight the whole fortress?
It sucked.
There I could have put a bumper.
Could have.
In hindsight, retroactively, what should have happened was that door should have been locked, and someone at the other side of the fortress should have had the key for it.
Why was it unlocked?
It's just none of the doors in that fortress are locked.
Are you serious? Not a single one?
No, they're just dumb doors.
Wow.
Half of the fortress doesn't even have doors. It's curtains.
Listen. Yeah, what the fuck about the iron curtains?
It's just dumb.
Wow.
It's a dumb fortress.
Bro.
But,
that's bad interior decorating for you.
Bad interior design. Nothing that our Tom Nook would do.
Nothing that Tom Nook, he'd walk in and be like, no.
Listen. Shayla, talk about my stash. Get out of here.
What is going on, Shayla? Come on now.
Dude.
Not in my Christian Minecraft server.
Chat just can't resist the stash, you know?
Oh my god. No one complimented my half on, half off scarf on my head. Or my bun. Or my yellow shirt.
I like how...
No, you don't get to. You're not chat.
Come on,
I
chat.
can't look at anything. I can't look at anything here. I can't escape the conversations because my iPad won't turn on.
It still won't turn on.
It's charging. Just charge.
Stop. Prince.
Stop.
Ugly.
Ugly.
What else do we have here, man?
Oh,
that's right. I was gonna look at druid spells like a year
ago. Yeah, like a good handful of years ago.
Let me pull out my handy dandy player's handbook.
PHP.
I'm gonna put this shit away. Fun fact about the druid: it's my favorite class in DnD.
Oh, really?
Oh my god, absolutely, like hands down.
I didn't know that.
It is just, I think it's the most fun spellcaster for a lot of reasons. Biggest one for me is Wild Shape, as like, because you can make your sorcerer, your wizard, your cleric, a toolbox of sorts. Like, you can get different spells and things for different situations. You can sort of make yourself like a support caster or whatever. But like, there is not a bigger toolbox, I think, in 5th edition than Wild Shape. You can become an animal and like any animal, you know?
Well,
like an animal for any occasion.
with limits.
Okay, yeah, there's limits. You can't become like a dragon or whatever. There's
I
a
wish.
CR limit to it.
Someday.
But like,
Could you
as a
imagine?
toolbox, why is the music like freaking out right now? It's so
The
loud.
music is going.
Yeah, oh my god. This is kind of scary.
I got exciting.
But dude, and it's so much fun. It's so much fun. All the spells
Yeah,
you get are
you're
just so
playing-
cool.
What circle druid are you playing?
I'm playing in Justin's campaign that he's DMing. I've been in it for a really long time. I'm playing a Druid of the Shepherd, Circle of the Shepherd.
Right. That's also
Xanathars.
Xanathar. Yeah, that's what I thought.
And that one actually has my favorite feature in the entire game.
Which is?
And that is, at level 3, you get the ability to just talk to animals.
Just
they can, straight up, they understand you, and you understand them. They become NPCs, like every single animal.
poor Justin.
It's incredible. You cast Animal Friendship. Okay, here's the thing. That really, like, anyone who could have cast Animal Friendship and Animal Speech. What's the
Speak with animals?
Yeah. Could do, but like, basically I befriended a raccoon, and I made him like leap out at a guard for a loaf of bread, and we snuck past as this guard was dealing with this raccoon, and it was amazing. It was great. I was like, "Hey, raccoon, you want this big piece of bread?" And he was like, "Yeah, I do." And I was like, go fuck with that guard, and I'll leave it right here. You come back, it's yours. And he goes, "Okay, give me a sec." He scampers over the little wall, and we just hear like, "What the?" And it just this.
Oh my
and then
god.
just, chaos ensue on the other side of the wall, and we left him a loaf and a half for his good deeds.
A loaf and a half. That's
A loaf
kind
and
of
a
you.
half. Yeah,
That's very kind of you.
yeah. Fuck, man. Druids are so good. Yeah, I just goddamn love it.
I'm playing a druid cleric multi-class.
Oh, that's sick.
And I love her to death. Like, her name's Gilly, and so she's a druid. She's a coastal druid. I think that's Circle of the Land. And so she the way I leveled her is like, I've leveled her up to, I think, druid level 4. And then she had her whole experience, and is now a cleric of Talos, if you can believe it.
Wow.
Which is why whenever Justin does stuff on Lost Minds, I'm like, yes, one of us.
Talos.
And I love it so much. Like, I didn't realize how fun, like, because like she turns into a bear. Like, how badass is that?
It's so dope.
I love it. And then like Shillelagh, I love Shillelagh. Like, it can turn any fight. Like, I always forget to cast it because I'm like, fuck, I'm out of spells, and I'm like really up close, and then I'm like, I can just make my staff hurt a lot.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I am enjoying it. Oh, she's back on. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I also will say that my favorite spell in the game, and also the bane of Justin, is Conjure Animals.
Really?
Yeah, because you get, as an action, you could summon 8 wolves, or like 2 giant dire wolves.
Oh, I remember
like
you telling me
2
that.
giant hyenas. You can summon a giant constrictor snake for an action, and it's just there forever until like the enemy beats it up. But like, it's like never a bad choice, really.
Right.
Just,
Okay, let's get this up and running.
All right.
Finish.
It's
Yes.
gonna get a little wonky here. Oh, Cass, I think I gotta restart the stream.
What?
In Discord for the little picture. The picture. Oh, but let's look at some druid spells. I wouldn't give Tom Nook Conjure Animals just because I wouldn't want him to like have that. power. You know what I mean? I mean, I would have like him to have that power, but I would, as a DM, never cast conjure animals.
Okay.
As a player, I'll cast
Why
it
is
every day,
that?
but or as much as I can, but I wouldn't as a, you know, a thing.
A thing.
A thing. Yeah, we could definitely give him like I think Druidcraft Shillelagh. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Or like Mending, might be kind of neat to give him. If like nobody
Mending,
else.
yeah.
If none of the
It
players
makes sense
have it,
character-wise too.
yeah, that'd be kind of cute. Yeah, just things like Cure Wounds, Entangle, maybe I don't know. Cure Wounds and Entangle seems like enough. And then for second level, just give him like Pass Without a Trace, you know?
Yeah.
In case there's like a stealth portion. It's just cute and fun for like the PCs or the NPCs to have like something to add to what's going on, you know? That sort of gimmick. Don't give him like some spell that's gonna like break the combat, or like don't scale the combat for like your NPC, if that makes sense. Like your NPC shouldn't be doing so much in combat for you to like have to rescale combat, because it's unless you want to give the NPC to a player in combat.
Oh.
I know a lot of DMs do this, so I'm not
Who are you about to call out?
I'm not calling anyone out, but I know one of my pet peeves as a player who also DMs is when the DM controls an NPC that's playing for the players, while also controlling the combat. Because it's like, listen, I know nobody's metagaming, but you can't create a combat for players and then also like fight your own combat. You just can't, because you know what's happening. Even if you try to like abstain from that knowledge of like what's going on in the combat to play that NPC, you still know what's happening. You know exactly what the monsters can do. You know exactly how difficult the fight is. You know exactly what resources to use in those combats and what resources to hold on to for maybe like a later combat. Like maybe the players don't know that there's a big bad evil guy at the end of this cave, and you do. And you're not gonna, you know, cast your characters, your NPCs, you know, big bad spell in this combat because you know that a bigger combat is fighting. Or even on the inverse, maybe you do cast that spell because you're like, well, that's what the NPC would do in this situation. While like knowing, like, so you're still in your head mentally like preparing, like you're mentally like you're making the logical connections of like, well, if he doesn't have this in this fight, he can still do these things. So I ought to hold on to the rest of his resources. It's just like, I don't know. Personally, it's just like it's a thing I would never want to do. You know? It's like the same. It'd be like if in, to use an example most people are probably familiar with, it'd be like if in Critical Role, it'd be like if Matt Mercer took control of a player character whose player wasn't at the table. You know? Like, he could easily do that. What?
He's done that before.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah.
Unless like a monster is like mind controlling them.
Well, no, Ashley, when Ashley's gone, he controls...
No, he doesn't.
He's done that before. He did that when Molly died.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Not in combat.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I don't think so.
Roll the clip! I swear.
So. Alright, we can agree to disagree on this one.
Someone give me the receipts.
Someone pull up the clip.
Someone pull up the clip. and make it look like I'm right.
And edit it. But I forgot what the point of this was. I guess long story short, if you're gonna use an NPC in combat, give them to the players. Don't be like, because what's worse than losing in combat is having the DM pull you out of combat and go, look, I'm the DM and I'm the hero. It's like, yeah, but you designed it. Like, it's lame. It's lame. It's lame. Don't do it.
There's some beef going on here, huh? Who hurt you, Nick?
No,
Who hurt you?
That's just a thought. As we're kind of talking about NPCs and things like that. But it looks like, Cass, you're like putting on the finishing touches here.
I am putting on the finishing touches.
Dude, you look sick as hell. I'm coming over to check that out. But yeah, just as a recap, I guess, Tom Nook, we took some Furbolg racial abilities, or racial traits, excuse me, and kind of like threw them in there. Really, you can do whatever you want with him, as a DM, but that's kind of like what we were looking at, what felt like made sense to us for an NPC kind of inspired by Tom Nook. We didn't really give him a class per se. We gave him some druid spells. We made charisma his spellcasting ability, because I feel like, if Tom Nook's not charismatic, if he's not trying to sell you something, then it's not truly what Tom Nook is about. Yeah, it doesn't feel right. But the reason we went with the druid spell list is because of his sort of nature-ness. He's kind of like a druidic traveling merchant who sells magic items that are kind of based off of regular household items we were talking about earlier, like the Broom of Flying. What else are we looking at? The tokens. We're looking at the folding boat, the robe of useful items, and what's that other fortress called? It's like Darner's Fortress, Darner's Fortress. Those kinds of items. Oh, what'd you say, Cass?
I said darn it Fortress. It wasn't funny.
Darn it Fortress. I thought it was funny.
Shut up. You're just pitying me.
You're
I'll just go back to drawing.
Oh my god. Oh, brother. But we also looked at some like common items he could sell to the party as well, in the form of like a token system, like how the tokens are, but make them like common magic items, common consumable magic items, so they're sold at like maybe there's like an upcharge, a little bit, but we don't really want to deter the players from buying these things because they're kind of fun. They're just toys for the players to have.
Let me have the toy.
Yeah, just give them the toys, guys. Just give it. It's a lantern. Just give them the fucking toy. Who cares?
Who cares?
So what we did is we sort of homebrewed like he would sell them like for example, if the player wanted to buy a common lantern, he would sell it to them in the form of a leaf with like a little sigil, and it'd be a consumable item. When they threw it on the ground, it would become a lantern. And he would have a slew of common items like that, maybe like ladders, poles, maybe bigger items, maybe like like tents that could fit maybe like 4 people, maybe like a giant tent that could fit the whole party in it. And he sells it to them in like a form of a little leaf, Maybe you can buy a couple of them or something. I don't know. That would be kind of cute. As far as like skills go, we were looking at giving him proficiency, just like a +3 to whatever his attributes are that you deem worthy of giving him, like a static +3, just so he's good at those things. We're looking at persuasion, nature, and animal handling for those. We're also looking at no, it's pretty much it. And we were kind of just talking about sort of uses you could throw this NPC into. We're talking about like a merchant. It's really fun to have like a traveling merchant on the road, so that way it doesn't feel like you're forcing like, look at this merchant. On the players, it's kind of just like an organic thing, like, oh, you're on the road and you see like someone passing by you, and you know, you give them this character's description, you know, and I could almost promise you that any PC is going to stop for them.
Yeah.
They're like, whoa, 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 whoa. He looks like what? Can I at least wave to him? You know, he's got like his little bag of holding that he keeps all his leaves in. Which also, funny enough, might be a good way to kind of like not benefit the players, because we're not making him very combat intuitive. So like, what happens if the players just kill him, right? What if they just want to kill him and take a shit?
No.
Well, then they get just a bag of holding full of leaves, you know?
Oh, that's smart, Nick.
And they don't get shit, you know? They maybe get a bag of holding, which they probably would have already had. And yeah, it's just a bunch of leaves. So maybe when he sells the items, he like, you know, he writes the sigil on each leaf as he passes them over. That sort of way, which might be kind of cute. We're also talking about like maybe he could have like a fun little quest hook. He hires this band of adventurers to be his bodyguards as he goes and tries to collect this magic item at the end of a whatever, you know. Might be kind of fun. Very easy for him to have lots of connections throughout any campaign. I feel like as a traveling merchant with a druidic background, you know, he could know a lot of different people that way. As far as just like in the wild.
Got a lot of connections.
He's got a lot of connections, you know. He's got a lot of friends. It's kind of like how in Animal Crossing, everyone knows Tom Nook. Maybe in your campaign, everyone knows Tom Nook too, in one form or another. But yeah.
Well.
Well.
There we have him.
There. That's Tom Nook, guys.
I love him.
He's amazing. I love that. Our little traveling druidic merchant.
I would buy so many things. I would go into debt. Probably with him. For just his company.
Yeah. Yeah.
What an angel.
What an angel. I think that's going to do it for our show tonight, guys.
Wow.
We did it. We created another NPC. I'm going to, once we're done streaming, I'm going to drag it to the cryo chambers, and we'll keep him there for a while before, someone picks him up, wants to... What?
Nothing. Just...
If it's about the electric bill, dude, I'm like... I can't undo what... Look, it turned out fine. Your iPad turned back on. It was cool.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. No one was even gonna buy those bodies. Like, it was just they were hanging in there for so long. You know?
So was this or was this some kind of...
No.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, you know what? Regardless, it's gonna do it for tonight. Thank you guys for joining us again. This NPC Lab we'll be doing here on the channel. We have our last episode of the Lost Mine of Phandelver campaign this Wednesday.
Oh my god!
2 days, it's over. It's done.
Done!
Crazy town. So that'll be exciting. Go ahead and come and join us for that. Our adventures are in Wave Echo Cave, trying to source out the foundry of the... What's it called? It's
your
spells,
campaign. What do you mean? What's it called?
The fountain of spells, the spell foundry, it's a forge of spells.
Oh my god!
Oh
my
and
god!
Also, trying to stop a ne'er-do-well from maybe getting to it first. So it should be exciting. Come join us for the finale. We'll be back with more NPC Lab next Monday. Where's my list? Who are we doing next Monday?
Who are we doing next Monday?
You know what? Next
I have
Monday.
the list. I have the list.
We have some ideas, but next Monday, I think we'll be doing Finn and Jake from Adventure Time.
Woo!
So that'll be fun. That'll be the first time we're tackling 2 characters at once.
It'll be fun. It'll be
It'll
easy.
be cute. I'm really excited for that. So join us again. Come check us out on Wednesday. If not, join us again on next Monday for more NPC Lab. Also, a little quick announcement. A bunch of, if you're in like Southern California, or maybe you're not, a bunch of local punk ska bands in Southern California have put together this big compilation like album on Bandcamp called it's called Music for Minneapolis, and all the proceeds go to the Minneapolis Fund. It's like $5 on Bandcamp. You can pick it up. You can drop $5. You can also drop whatever you want. If the music's not your thing, you can also just donate to the Minneapolis Fund directly. But you can check that out. Do your part. You can get some good music out of it as well, if that's something you like.
That's amazing! Oh my
it's really
God.
cool. It's really cool. So go check it out on Bandcamp. It's the Music for Minneapolis on Bandcamp. Stay safe out there, guys. Do your part, man.
Do your part.
Thank you again for joining us. And
oh no. Oh, we can't do that ever again. But I'm gonna veto.
See you next time. My life. Oh God! Look at the art, not at me.
God. Oh my God.